The role of the police and protesters, now very much under the microscope in Hong Kong. There have been violent arrests and what appear to be indiscriminate beatings. They make unsettling viewing, with repeated claims of police brutality and sexual intimidation. The arrest of key pro-democracy activists, including Agnes Chow and Joshua Wong, days ago, on the eve of a band rally, has incensed Hong Kongers. We met Agnes Chow, who's still a student, away from the crowds. She now faces jail, charged with taking part in an unauthorized demonstration.
After I was arrested in the police station, during the body check, I was also forced to take off my trousers, and my charges are not something about hiding drugs or anything like that. My charges is getting involved in protests.
Sounds pretty intimidating, though.
Yes, and I believe that these kinds of sexual harassment or this kind of violence attack from the police would continue in this movement or even in the future Hong Kong, because the Hong Kong government keeps on avoiding their responsibility to have an independent investigation.
The police have frequently used pepper spray. Human rights groups want an investigation into actions like these. The firing of tear gas indoors. Amnesty International called these horrifying and unlawful acts. And Hong Kong's chief executive appears tortured by what's going on in her country. In an audio recording which has just emerged, she's heard telling business people she's caused unforgivable havoc.
It's just unforgivable. If I have a choice, the first thing is to quit. Having made a deep apology is to step down.
The recent movement of Chinese troops on the streets of Hong Kong has raised worries that Beijing might use their army, the PLA, to crush the protests. Carrie Lam insists not.
Another thing I want to assure you that is my own feeling the pulse, and through discussions, CPG has absolutely no plan to send in the PLA.
But these images have disturbed many around the world. The police are facing increasingly violent protesters who are using petrol bombs more and more frequently. They're building barricades and fires and indulging in wanton vandalism. We managed to persuade some of the hardcore protesters to speak to us.
I think that when compared to the brutal force of the government and police, I think it's totally justifiable.
I think for this stage, certain violence is needed.
They fight people with no reason, they cut people with no reason, and they are not police anymore, I think, because police is for protect the people.
The gulf between the two sides seems as far away as ever. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Hong Kong.